We had so many stream restarts last night because of the as good as new, baby. One of that. Add to queue. Where's my channel gone? Over here. YouTube. We're going to be looking into getting OBS on my PC. I've had enough of it crashing all the time. Right, that's the right screenshot. That's good then. Why can't I hear it? Hello. Why can't I see it? And there it is. Hello, Pigeon. How you going, mate? How's it going, bud? You gone pro yet? You gone pro? What are you doing, mate? Have you gone pro? Have you gone pro yet? Hmm? Have you gone pro? Have you gone pro? Did you ever get old Lewis in the end or not? Is my camera on? I'll put my camera on for you. Not that I think I'm special, but I've been hiding it because I've been trying to record. But I had so many. I'm all right, mate. Just trying to sort my sleep out at the moment, mate. I've had insomnia I've had it a bit all my life, but I've had it really bad the last 7 years, 6 years. So I'm trying to sort that. You're trying, right? Well, got to play with somebody, mate. Don't play on your own. Apex is the worst game to ever try and play on your own. Play with somebody. I wish people could experience what we used to play. You know, when the games were like brand new, the COD 1, the COD 2, the COD 4. Do you know what I mean? The Medal of Honor, the first one. The Counter-Strike, the first one. It was all teams, mate. It was teams. The only way you get that in Apex now is you got to go and do scrims. Not ranked. Ranked is not teams. Scrims is teams. But it's still not quite enough because there's no value to it. Whereas we had value because we had leagues, ladders, and cups. So you were worrying about your positions on the leagues and the ladders. You know what I mean? Like somebody would care about their rank on the game, but they don't care about their friend's rank. Do you get what I mean? It's not the same. You need that. So at least play scrims. If you're going to do somewhat on Apex, play scrims at least. At least you're in that kind of competitive mindset. Do you know what I mean? Batman Lego. We were trying to win some Lego prizes. We didn't win though. But we did try. I want to do some Lego. Never update. Oh my gosh. I found out me reverse key anyway. What's your most damage on Apex then, Pidge? What was the highest you ever got on it? Not that I care about that stuff, but let's conversate it, baby. I don't play it anymore, so damage isn't important. Trust me. A smart thinker, a chess player is the player. There was a kid I used to watch in Battlefield 3. He was the best in Europe. His name was Jika, and he had the same thought process as me. I watched him, and I could hear him, what he was saying, and it's exactly the same thought process as me. It doesn't mean that I'm as skilled as him, but the same thought process. Do you know what I mean? And he wasn't an asshole. Most of them were assholes, and he wasn't. That was a great thing. 31? What's that on public, is it? What about in ranked? Where's that in ranked? You're going pro then, mate, if you got 31 kills in ranked and you got whatever it was on that damage. Let's go, baby. We know what we're doing now. Oh my gosh, we've been driving around in circles for days. We hadn't had a reverse for 3 days. Then we figured out the reverse yesterday. And then we figured out why we've been driving around in circles. 26 and a 4. That's good. What lobby was that? Was I in that lobby? Did you kill me 6 times? What am I doing? I don't know. I've got a bit pickled. There's a bridge somewhere. Have I fixed that bridge? Oh, I fixed that bridge. We've got to figure out this bridge now. So, no. What was I going to do? So I got to shut my van up. Right, got to get in.
Okay,
reverse.
Let's go.
Where is it? The other bridge. So we've got to go back to there and maybe go over the bridge. D1. That's good. That's good, mate. Well done. But don't worry about it, you know. The most important thing is to win 3-5 games in a row. That's the most important thing. Good placement. If you ever get to LAN, you need to keep hitting high placements, don't you? That's why I never bother playing with the damage. I think if my intention is to go competitive at some point, I don't need damage. I just need to make sure I win my fights and I pick and choose the right ones. The chess side of the game, do you know what I mean? I call it speed chess. I would say playing FPS
that's a captain
really competitively is harder than chess. Because the board's moving constantly. Chess boards don't move. The piece stays there and it's just static. FPS games, the board changes all the time. The pieces keep moving. You got people that have got high-level attack nades landing on your head. Boom. Right, so we've been across the bridge. We better record. The camera on. Yeah, it is. Shit. I'll leave it on for you. Fuck it. We're trying to not put our camera on, so make it just my voice. And I don't have to be on the video. Do you prefer that? If you watch a video, do you kind of prefer it just hearing the voice? Like a kind of, it's just mellow? And then you find, if you've got the camera on, you end up looking at them, not the game? Is that just me? I kind of like the ones where it's just the voice. It's foggy! The map button. Get the map to open up a bit. My driving sucks. I'm about... Yeah, mate, that's Apex, though, isn't it, mate? Do you know what I mean? The player base is really, like, up their own ass, you know?
Look at me, I'm so amazing. Oh, I'm so great, I am. Oh, I'm so... Look at my damage. Look at my damage. Oh, how much damage you got? Oh, look how much damage you got, man. Oh, I'm not gonna communicate until I'm dead. Then I'm gonna say, look at your damage. Oh.
Yeah, that's Apex, mate.
I think I need to charge soon.
Oh, campfire! Let's set that bitch alight. Let's get out of this car. Which button is it? I forgot. That one, this one. No, that one. Oh my gosh, which button is it? That one. We keep changing buttons, man. We ain't getting muscle memories again. We got some muscle memories now. Oh my gosh, we need a piece of wood. Bit of sprinting. Take out. The only problem with using this controller thing, I can't get to the escape key very easily.
What a beautiful fire.
Right, that's a beautiful fire. We're gonna go right. There's a bridge down here. Right, we're going right. We're going right. We're going right. See you there at campfire. Going down here. It's took me full. I bought this game to chill out on. I've been stressed the fuck on this game. I've been well pissed off. Oh dear. Proper stressed, man. Oh my gosh. Can I push the back button to shut it? Yes, I can. Now we don't have to press the escape button. Start that baby up, baby. Let's go. Let's rob this place.
Oh,
Mine.
some useful supplies.
Mine. How do I do it? Mine. Okay. Thanks very much. See you later. Yeah, the player base ain't that good, mate, if I'm honest. There's a few pros that have got it, and the rest have been spending too much time going on about their damage. Or blaming somebody else for why they died, or whatever. Instead of, like, working on it as a team. That's why I stopped watching Algiz after, not even probably 8 months, I stopped watching it. It was like, there was a couple of people cheating in there, and they just weren't very good. I was like, well, this isn't competitive at all, this is ego. Right, can I go down there? No, I can't. Shit. Has that Lewis been online? Have a game with him. If you're ranking, at least you'll rank up a bit quicker. He's a nice little player. He's a right little player. He got into Diamond, if I remember. I think he got into Diamond 3 as well. That was his first time. So he got into Diamond. Played with me for maybe 10 games, taught him something, and then he got into Diamond. And I think he ended up in Diamond 3, I think. I just taught him to play line of sights, basically. He's already got good comms. He's already got some skills. We're gonna run out of stuff, aren't we? Run out. Yeah, we run out. Shit.
Time to walk.
Algiz Qualls. Who's that? I thought you left your team. I thought they kicked you or something. I thought you were playing on your own now. If you send me videos of your team, I don't mind doing it. Do you know what I mean? I can give you all my experience, but you've got to listen to it, otherwise you won't quite get the fine bits, you know? I was trying to teach you about that bit of space, the tiny bits of space. Do you know what I mean? If you're just sending somebody, you don't see the space, but I was trying to teach you those little fine bits. And then you got the bait and the suck. So if you're controlling the space really tight and somebody peeks and you take damage, you're going to excite the enemy to want to come in, and then your teammates covering that little bit of space for you, and then you can get in. You've bait sucked them. I don't mind doing it, but I can't play the game. I've had a hell experience on that game. I don't mind if you show me some videos, and I'll do that. I'll maybe watch a bit of your stream, you know. But I need to see, because it's a team. Do you know what I mean? There's 3 of you. I need to see what he's doing, she's doing at the same time. Then you can figure out, oh, this one's too slow at reacting to help him. This one's shooting too early. Do you know what I mean? This one's shooting the wrong player. You need to see all eyes, you know? Then you can really gel you up as a team, and you'll be very hard to break. Do you know what I mean? And then when you start a fight, it'll end quickly. Do you know what I mean? Now you don't get third party, you don't get knocked as much, you don't have to revive, you don't have to use a Phoenix kick, maybe you only got to use a battery. Do you know what I mean? It's all that stuff. That's the chess side of the game. That's what I see, which everybody else don't see, because they're always thinking about damage and kills. So if you want to know that, I need to see all 3 players. If it's a team, I need to see all 3 players. If it's just you, I don't mind. Just send me any of your videos, recordings, yeah? Or play one night, if you're streaming it, and I can watch your stream later on. Do you know what I mean? And I can give you probably, I can guarantee I could tell you probably 2 things every time you play that you should have done. And you just keep, how would you explain it? It's no different than electrics, carpentry, plumbing. You get a standard saw. Do you know what I mean? You got a standard hammer, and you do it one day and you realize you're not sawing correctly, and then you find a slightly easier way to saw. Then you start sawing quicker. Do you know what I mean? And then it doesn't take as much energy. Now you can saw longer. You can get more done. It's the same thing, man. It's the same bloody thing. So if you can be a high quality electrician or a high quality carpenter or a high quality bricklayer, and I mean a stonemason, like a proper high quality one, you could be a high quality game player, professional. It's the same thing. It's the problem is the ego gets in. I want to be famous. I want to be a pro. I want to be a pro. And you put all this weight on you. People who are doing electrics at high level and carpentry at high level and plastering at high level, and I mean high level, man. We're not talking about a plasterer. We're talking high level stuff. You know what I mean? Stonemasons and stuff like that. They don't put that pressure on them because it's nothing to do with the ego. It's to do with their profession. Do you know what I mean? So if you can get that into your mentality for your entire team, you're going to do well. Because most people have put their ego into it too much, and they'll hold themselves back, or they won't do the fine bits, you know? Like if you buy yourself a cheap screwdriver, it ain't gonna last very long, is it? You know what I mean? Work with somebody who's a crap labourer, yeah? You ain't gonna get much output on your work. Do you know what I mean? If you work, what's another way? It's always analogies. There's always analogies. You just got to look at it that way. Do you know what I mean? If you look at it that way, you can go pro on pretty much any game. But you've got to have some, you've got to have some, what do you call it? You've got to have game sense, obviously. You've got to be confident, obviously. And you can go definitely pred. Pred's not hard. Do you know what I mean? If I want lagging, I could have gone pred easy. Do you know what I mean? So, you need to get into pred to play higher level players more regularly, and then you get the feel of the ladder, the league. Because if you don't play, if you play tonight and you're ranked, say I don't know, 700. I think is it top 750? If you play tonight and you get you're 700, when you go to bed, you're waking up and you're 730th. Do you know what I mean? Now you got to play again. Now that becomes important to you. Do you know what I mean? The only sad thing is with the Apex is you got the rank thing. It makes it individualized. So you care about your rank. You might not care about your teammates' rank. Do you know what I mean? You might be, long as you're 700 and he's 750, you don't care. I'm not saying you are like that, but that's what the player base is like. So you need that kind of team where you care about each other's rank and you're playing as the team to rank up together, not so you can get to Predator. You don't care if your teammate doesn't get to Predator. Do you know what I mean? But you need to play in that 750 rank thing to really experience the seriousness of how serious you have to play. Otherwise, you're going to de-rank in the ladder, and then you're going to get kicked out of Pred, and then, you know what I mean? I played in that for years, you know what I mean? I played with 2,000 teams in EU ladder. How many was it in UK ladder? 300 teams in UK ladder, 2,000 teams in EU, and you've got to keep playing, otherwise you've got to get your points back, you know what I mean? Because you're going to go down the ladder, you know what I mean? And it's there on the screen, do you know what I mean? Everybody can see it because it's a league. It's like a big forum, it's a website, and you go on there, oh, look at us, man, we're ranked fucking 30 if everybody's making fun of us. Do you know what I mean? But with the rank systems, you don't have that problem. People aren't looking at your rank, they don't give a shit. You haven't got that pressure, do you know what I mean? So, you've got to get into Pred to really experience that feeling. Scrims isn't going to give you it, but at least you're going to play against teams in scrims. So, unless scrims have got like a cut thing or something, then obviously it matters, you know? I don't know, I didn't do scrims. So, I was on PS4, you couldn't do Algiz. Then I got a PS5, and then I couldn't do Algiz again. I was like, what the fuck? I just wanted to do competitive. I didn't want to piss about on ranked in public and all that. I just wanted to play comp. So let's do that, do that. Go. Yeah, you gotta get in there, mate, to really experience what I'm trying to go on about. That's when you learn. That's when you start tidying up your game. You realise, hang on, we shouldn't have pushed that fight. That's cost me. I woke up today. I was 700 last night. Now I'm fucking 800 because we fucked that fight up last night. I ain't doing that again. And then you start learning. Do you know what I mean? That's why I got so frustrated on my stream. That's why I used to say some of the stuff I said. You ain't gonna get anywhere playing like that. Yeah, you're looking good now, but you ain't gonna stand a chance at getting top 100 Pred. You ain't getting no org. No org's gonna be knocking on your door. Do you know what I mean? They ain't gonna want you. You might get an org one day, and then you'll go to LAN maybe, and you might fail, and then they'll kick you out. You know what I mean? I always think about just play it like pretend you're a pro from the beginning, and you'll get close to being a pro, or you will be a pro. Do you know what I mean? But if you play like you care about what you look like, and you don't care about your team, you care about your rank, you care about your damage, you ain't never gonna get pro. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're one of the elite players, that there's very few of that. Same in football, there's very few elite players. It's the same thing. And the problem is with online gaming, you get a lot of cheating bastards. So, a lot of cheating bastards. So you've got that negative side of it as well. So you could actually be better than most players, but they cheat online. Then they get to LAN, and you're like, why can't you play like you did online at LAN? Do you know what I mean? Happens all the time. Why not go anywhere? The fuck? What's the matter? I'm on the wrong bloody side, man.
Ready to roll.
But if you get into Pred, then you'll understand what I'm on about. I was so hated. What was it? Battlefield 3 and 4. There was this French, I don't want to say too much, but there was this French group, and they were #1 all the time, and I ended up getting #1 off them, and they fucking couldn't stand me, man. The abuse I was getting. I was bullied for years, mate, on that game. My guest book was hilarious, man. People was hating on me all the time. I was #1 like, it was 5 times. I let somebody win it once, so I could have had it 6 times. But it wasn't like Predator. It was probably like playing Diamond 3 for like 4 years. It was like that, possibly. And every now and again, you get a game where you play against so many pro teams. There were some pros playing in there, and I always did well against them or beat them. Do you know what I mean? But they weren't playing as a team. I did play them. I used to go on public and see all the pros. Who was it? Fnatic, Epsilon. What was the other teams called? One team was cheating all the time, and I told people they were cheating. They said, "Mill, you think everybody's cheating? You do. You think everybody's cheating? You." Guess what? They went to LAN, never won a fucking round. Yeah, told you they was fucking cheating. Do. Apparently they went to LAN, never won a round. I was ill at the time, but I remember reading it in a forum. Somebody said that maybe Mill was right. Of course I was right. I was playing against him every night. The only way they could kill me was the aimbot. My glitching and my angling was just too. I was a bitch. Do you know what I mean? Back then, I used to drink as well, so like I was like flow mode. I was in flowing. You know what I mean? I didn't really get nervous. I didn't overthink. I was just in flow mode. That's why I used to drink too much, because of performance anxiety. You know what I mean? It take away my performance anxiety, so I just flow and I just like. I played loads of times against the sort of pros on the game. Do you know what I mean? That was in Battlefield 4 mainly, but I'm obviously a bit in Battlefield 3. That's 5v5 mode. That's not tanks. That's actual like bit like capture a flag. So you gotta play against the R1s to obviously see where your place is in the game. You know what I mean? What do you need to work on? What don't you need to work on? But yeah, man, if you're streaming, it's easy for me to see your content and I can tell you some shit. I've got no problems with that, mate. I love the chess side of the game. I love to analyze. I love it, mate. I just can't help it. I've got a mind that just wants to pick things apart. You know what I mean? It just is what I am, you know? I don't watch it anymore, night, but I watch some like higher level players in Apex now and again. I used to, and I could just see their mistakes they were making. I can see they're gonna get to land, but they're not gonna win, or I can see they're gonna get to land and they're not gonna be in the top 6 or something like that, just because these micro things they're doing. Right, that is the bridge, I think. We went through that bridge, didn't we? So we're going. Oh shit, man. Recording, I better bloody be. Just like I mute my mic. I've been chatting about fucking Apex, man, on this. I'm trying to make videos on it, but I'm not got to the point of making a video yet. But I'm gonna get out and have a look at this thing. See what's in.
Looks like I can download a blueprint at the signal tower.
Is that pickaxe? That's an axe. That's a sickle, isn't it? Pickaxe, download. Oh my gosh, we need some stuff. Gimme. Is it in here? I'm not sure about this bag thing, how this works. Right, backpack, no. Here somewhere. Is that it? No. Is that it? Materials. Woo, baby! If I help you, you could be my first, what's it called? Fiverr. I put an ad on Fiverr. And it just got loads of bots spamming me for like 2 months. There was no actual contact. It was just bots. You could be my first, what you call it? Reviewer? I don't know. No voucher there. So well, I've got some. So how do I get it? How do I get that out? How do I get out? Oh, fuck it, I'll just make another one. Sod it. Pretty sure I got some spares. Getting close to installing Fortnite again. I just need something to play FPS wise. Something different. Right, so take out. Give me pickaxe. Yeah.
Wow, new things to build.
Pickaxe. Yay! Oh my gosh, I've been going around in circles for this fucking thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta do it wrong. Oh, even if you do well on streaming, mate, most people can make more money on streaming than they can on pro. And remember, always remember, people cheat online, especially in Apex because it's so damage orientated. They've got the scripts in the whatever's they got nowadays. So make sure you stream. Make sure you upload content. You know, do that. Remember that. Keep three-pronged attack. Stream, upload content. So you've got stream for Twitch. You can still stream on YouTube. Upload content to YouTube. Yeah, and stream Twitch, upload content to YouTube, and try and go pro. You've got the three angles then. One of them's going to hit. You know what I mean? Maybe all three hit. I think with when I used to play with you, you've got a good vibe. So I think your streaming will definitely. I don't know what your gameplay's like now. Do you know what I mean? So I think you'll be your streaming will definitely work. But don't do what I did. Don't say stuff you shouldn't be saying. Do you know what I mean? Fuck your stream at me. Don't do that. Just fucking play your game. Keep your stream to what you're supposed to be doing. Playing your game, being competitive, trying to get somewhere, whatever it is, and being you. Do you know what I mean?
Time to hit the road.
Don't do what I did. Fucking nightmares. I was doing alright. I was on people's recommended. So that people just come in and tell me, "You're on my recommended. You're on my recommended." Then I went off on one because something happened. So I was like, "Fuck it. I'm gonna start saying some shit." So don't do that. Because ever since then, I'm a bit like lacking on views. Over to drawbridge, baby. Hello, drawbridge. Yeehaw! Finally understand this bloody game. Not hearing the music very much. Not hearing the music very much. Yeah, the music's gone. What's the music gone? Or just let me see your stream, and I'll catch you off guard. Let's see if you are professionally thinking. How many different types of wall jumps have you got? I didn't get a chance to learn them all, but there's some important wall jumps that break camera at certain points, which are important. Do you know what I mean? There's a door wall jump, which I think is quite important. And there's another wall jump that I thought was quite important, but I don't know how you do it, but I know it was an important wall jump. It was the ones that get you over the walls quicker, you know, to get over a wall quicker. That's very important. To break camera, but using, it's not obviously the standard wall jump. There's about 3 wall jumps that I knew I needed to learn if I wanted to play competitive, because they were really good for breaking camera in certain positions. The door wall jump was important, I thought. If you're playing on a door and all that, like, and they start figuring out you're on the left side, you've got that little wall jump to break camera when they come around and try and do you. Do you know what I mean? That's important, you know? You control a door, anybody can control a door, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to break camera, and that means a door wall jump. Do you know what I mean? Just to give you that second to pop your reload or switch your gun or get them to miss some shots because you know they're on their secondary now. Whatever, you know? And there was another wall jump. I didn't get a chance to learn it because I was on controller and I was finding it awkward with the lag to try and get my thumb stick to kind of do what I want to do. As soon as I got on mouse, the wall jumps were like 40% easier. Do you know what I mean? And I started learning 1 or 2 wall jumps, you know, which on controller, I was like, this is pointless. I'm lagging. I don't want to play on controller. As soon as I got my mouse, and it was just so much easier just to curve the mouse. Do you know what I mean? Where's my music gone? What was I gonna do? Break the rocks here. I'm gonna go and break some rocks. I got my pickaxe at last. Yeah, I got a pickaxe. I can go and break some rocks. Keep pressing them buttons, man. I'm a nightmare. Set up camp. I'm gonna start the fire, man. We're gonna have a proper camp night tonight, baby. I actually know how to play the game at last. It's only taken me a week. This was supposed to be a chill out game, man. I've been a complete bot on it.
Would you look at that?
Yeah. Boomski, we done it, baby. Broke it. Oh my gosh, I've been going around in circles trying to find a pickaxe. Love it. I finally know how to play the game a little bit. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of happy at last. It's been annoying me, this game. Let's have a bottle of water. Rehydrate, baby. Important. The mental side of competitive gaming is important as well. You should look into meditating, mate. And staying fit if you're gonna try and be competitive. There's so many fast food eating pro players where actually micro slows down your reactions, doesn't make you you're thinking correctly. Do you know what I mean? So also looking after the body is important too. If you were gonna be like a real pro. Do you know what I mean? Get into the gym, things like that, you know? Meditating would be important. I'm no expert on, what do they call it? Aim training. That's one thing I didn't do. I know what I missed out on my game. A little bit of performance anxiety and aim training. There's the two things I didn't do. I had everything else. Do you know what I mean? And when I started playing against like the pros in some of the games a couple of times, you start seeing them before the match starts. They're all aim training. They're all sober. I was overthinking, worrying what people stuff going around me. Do you know what I mean? It's just very negative, putting lots of pressure on myself. And when I'm just being honest, when I was drunk, all that was quieting down, and I could actually play like I could play. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I wasn't negatively thinking. It's the same thing when I used to play darts. When I used to get to darts at say 6 p.m. and I would let go of the dart. Sometimes I pull it a bit and all that, like. But then when I was drunk, say 6 pints in, then I was letting go of them without that negative voice wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? I was just letting go of them. And then other people didn't have that. You could see because they were more relaxed with letting go. Is it just died? Is my stream just died? So, yeah, when you're relaxed, that's what you got to learn. That's what I said about meditating. Meditating, grounding, whatever, you know? That's the side of the game, the mental side of the game. Keep look after your mind. Drink plenty of water. Look into the mind side of your game, you know? Aim training, grinding the game's great, but also look after your mind. Relax, mindfulness, whatever you want to call it. Meditation, centering, you know? So, like Zen, you know? Like you said, when you're relaxed, Zenning out, you know? Meditation and stuff like that. You know? That side of being a pro, which a lot of people don't do. That's what, if I was to run a pro team, I'd have him into all that if I was running a pro team. I'd be getting them on. I'd have them being fit. I'd have them being boot camping. I'd have them meditating or whatever would be good for the mind. I'd research all the kind of sciences of it and all that. And then obviously there's most of that stuff's based on spiritual shit anyway. But so we've done that, haven't we? We've had the next day, haven't we? So yeah, find ways to relax. You know, don't overplay the game. So you're what's the word? Oh, I can't think of the word. You've drained yourself on the game. Do you know what I mean? You're overplaying it, you know? Have breaks, you know? Take time out, you know? Relax. Go fishing, do you know what I mean? Do team, if you've got a team, if you can, do team building things, you know? So don't just play the game go out and fish together, go out and play football together, create that camaraderie, you know? So you're friends as well as professionals. I think the problem with Apex is a good example. The pros are at each other's throats too quickly. They're not friends. That's why I like his Watson. You know what I mean? Because he was quite about the friendship of the team, you know? And not hating on each other when things go wrong. Just go away and work on whatever went wrong and come back and play again. You know what I mean? That was one good thing. That was probably the most inspiring pro on the game that I come across on thingy. You know, it's sort of stuff I would talk about, but obviously you get seen. So. Oh, you got your YouTube account up? Done this? Why is it still? It's the Eastern Bridge or not? The bridge over there. Trying. What's this here? Okay, go.
Let me write this down.
Come on, baby. We're going over there. Is my stream dying or what? I ain't got a clue. The laptop's hanging. What's clean? You think it's clean, or is it just because of my laptop? Yesterday, man. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 streams yesterday. Just keep crashing because I think it's my GPU. Bloody nightmare, mate. Reverse, people. Little man in the little van. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Little man in the van. Why does it keep giving me notifications on bloody Discord?